Hello superstars, welcome back to my channel. Never mind the thunder in the background, y'all. It's raining outside, but I just wanted to shoot this quick video so that I can give you a tip on how you can save your cream eyeliners as well as your MAC paint pots if you have those, or any cream shadow that may have dried up in the pot. This is a quick way to restore them to a consistency to where you can use them again. As you can see, I have 3 paint pots up here. 2 of these I have already restored, and they kind of look like this. This one is Max Constructivist right there, and this is what it looks like after the fact. And I can just take a little bit on my fingernail tip just so I can show you that I restored this one, because it was really dried out. And here's a little bit of the product, and I'm just smudging it across my hand right there. As you can see, it's smoothed out to a nice consistency to where I can use it on my eyelid again. So this is basically a tutorial on how you can restore your MAC paint pots or your dried out eyeliners, or your fluid lines if you have one by MAC or whatever. If it's a cream product like this shows you how to restore it. I also did this one, which is MAC's Indian Wood. And I also restored this one. I'm going to take a little bit on my fingernail tip and just smudge it right across there. And see how it's smudged across my skin easily right there to where I can use it again and it's not dried out. It's real simple. It's no extra ingredients that are added that you need to use in order to restore these paint pots to the smooth texture that it used to be when you first initially purchased them. So what I have right here is one paint pot that I have not done yet that I want to do for this particular video. This is MAC's Rubenesque paint pot, and this is what it looks like on the inside. When the product begins to dry, certain ingredients that make this a smooth, consistent product tends to dry up, and in most cases the oils tend to settle at the bottom of the paint pot up underneath the product, right up under here. And as you can see, it's dried up because the product has actually pulled away from the edges of the pot. So basically what we're going to do is just take an instrument or a tool. You can use a spatula, a metal instrument. I'm using, in this case, a little wooden popsicle stick. But in this case, I buy these for my esthetician facial skincare regimen or routines when I'm dispensing product or I'm waxing. So that's what this basically is. And then I'm going to use my isopropyl alcohol. In this case, I keep it in a little bottle like this. This is 91% isopropyl alcohol, which is very effective. The stronger the content of the isopropyl in the alcohol, the more sterile it will be in terms of like sterilizing your instruments, whatever it is you're going to use to mix your product with. So in most cases, back in the day, you used to be able to use certain ingredients such as glycerin in order to mix it in with this product in order to smooth it out. But in this case, there are no extra ingredients that are needed or added. We're just going to go ahead and stir this up in the pot and break it down first. And then we're going to pretty much mix it together, because as I said, the oils as well as any product that was in this particular paint pot has dried up, and it has gone to the bottom or sunk to the bottom of the pot beneath the product. So we're just going to go ahead and break this down so that we can mix it up and incorporate those oils or the glycerin back into the product so we can make it smooth again. So I'm going to go ahead and spray my tool. It doesn't matter if I got it out of the box, you still need to sterilize it because it's going into a product that you're going to use that's going to come into contact with your skin. And then we're going to go ahead and try to break this down. In this case, it's pretty pliable. It's still somewhat soft. It just looks dry. And it may not look the same as it did when you first purchased the product inside the pot, but that's okay. As long as you're able to get the product smoothed out again, that's what really matters. So we're just going to break this down and smooth it out. And as you can see, it looks crumbly. but if you keep mixing the product enough, it's going to turn into a really smooth consistency, because like I said, most of the product that keeps this pretty much smooth in the pot has sunk to the bottom of the product, up underneath it, inside the pot. So we're just going to go ahead and break this up and kind of move it around. And we're just going to keep mixing this together until we get it to the consistency that we want. So my method of doing this with this stick is to kind of smush it down to the bottom, to kind of marry the product into whatever, you know, the oils that have gone to beneath the surface of the product to the bottom of the pot. And we're just going to keep smoothing this out. And I like to pull it from the sides like this, and then I mash it down. So that's basically all I'm doing, just pulling the product from the sides and mashing it down. And I'm going to keep doing that until I get it to the consistency that it needs to be. And it doesn't take that long. In some cases, depending on how dried up your product is, it may take a little bit longer, like maybe a few minutes. But it's worth it in the end when you're able to get this product smooth again and you're able to use it, because MAC paint pots are not cheap, okay? And I only tend to have three. I only have 3 in my collection, but like I said, it can be very expensive. So I view these as an investment, pretty much. So I'm just pushing it down to the bottom like this. And as you can see, the product is smoothing itself out real nice. Okay, I've been working on this for about 2 minutes now, and the product is pretty much smooth. And I like working with a popsicle stick or a stick like this, because I'm able to push the product down into the pot, and that way I'm not making a mess. And then I can smooth it out at the same time while I'm pressing the product together to get it smooth. So this is what it is basically looking like right now. And it's really smooth. Like I said, it's not going to look the same as it did when you first purchased it in the package, all pretty and smooth and stuff. But as long as you're able to use the product, that's what matters. And as you can see, it looks really pliable to where you can move it around in the jar. It doesn't look stiff and broken. It's creamy again, because like I said, you just had to mix the product back into the pigment itself so that you're able to use it again. So this is what it looks like. And then I'm just wiping the stick off to get the excess product off and just putting it back in the pot. And like I said, it's not the prettiest thing in the world to look at, but at least you're able to use the product. So it's pretty much smooth now to where I'm wiping it off the sides. So we're just going to take a little bit. Actually, I can take it off of the popsicle stick itself, and I'm going to brush it across my skin. And as you can see, it's pretty smooth. And that's what it looks like right there. I'll do that again. I'm going to take a little bit on my fingertip and go over here and just rub it across my skin. See how smooth it is? I'm able to use it again. That is just a little quick tip that I wanted to be able to, share with you guys in order for you to restore your paint pots if they dried out like that. And like I said, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but at least it's smooth and you're able to use the product. It's a little messy on the edges, so I just take it and turn it upside down and just twist it on the surface to get the neck clean so it looks neat. And like I said, it's as good as new. You can also do this with your gel eyeliners if they dry out. So I'm able to use these 3 again. So yeah, that's my little tutorial on how to do this little quick hack or how to restore your paint pots as well as your gel liners in order to get them smooth again so that you can use them again. So I hope this was helpful to you guys, and I will check in with you guys later. Peace, love, and kisses. Mwah. Have a good day. Bye.